Hello interweb, this is Dannage. Welcome back to Cattle Shores, episode 8. Now yes, and in this episode we are going to let the simulation run. We're going to do some stuff. We're going to put some houses in. Now I have put some streets areas in already. Yes, I have put some roads in. That is what I meant to say. And let's just check if I've got them watered. Yeah, ish. Now, you will notice I've just put in a thicker road here, and that is because personally, I find the sort of normal width road with the trams, I just find the tram stop, it just feels like it shouldn't fit, and it should cause traffic obstructions. So I have started off, I'm going to make a slightly sort of medium-sized inner ring there, sort of, for a tram. That, I'm feeling, is the chosen public transport method of choice for the urban sprawl. And the thing that I'm looking for there is the buildings. There we go, the residential area. Let's zone that. Let's zone that. Let's zone that. Now you will notice, because you are astute, that there is a gap. And that gap is for paths, because we do like a bit of pathway. No, I clicky the bulldozer. I want the bulldozer to work. And this is just going to let us have residential people, as opposed to those non-residential people, be able to walk around and do some stuff. Shops, I don't mind about the 4x4. Okay, now hopefully there's not going to be too much noise from this road. I haven't really thought about how much road noise there would be from that, but let's hope it's not crazy noise, because then we'd be upset, wouldn't we? Yes, we would. Now, in this area, I've got a lot more space. So how about something like, a library? Will that fit? Yes, that will fit. Lovely. And I don't have a library around here. Haven't done my high school yet. How are we in terms of size for that? 6 wide, 5 deep. Okay, that's probably going to fit. Oh, it does fit back there. Oh, and then 4x4. That's not really central, though, is it? No, that's not. I did say that I wasn't going to put a high school in the other place because it wasn't central enough. Now, there is some room here for... I could, however, put another elementary school in and then still have room for my... a little... No, they're too big. But if I recall, that's a little 4x4. It's a little parky-warky. Now, let's just check we've got some services down here. We're curtailing the demand there. Medical. We've got some medical. We're going to need some more soon. We're going to also... have we got death care? Have we got a cemetery around here? We do not have a cemetery. Well, let's not put it by the waterworks, eh? That's going to... That would cause some consternation. Let's put it out there. And a little crematorium. Is that going to fit perfectly? Yeah, pretty much. That feels to me like that's getting slightly waterlogged, though. Useful if they ever have a fire at the crematorium. Put this up in any case. Let's just move. Make sure we've got... dong. Almost kind of want to build a key. But no, I think that will do. It's not complaining that it's waterlogged. We've got a little bit of a way there. We can build a rudimentary fence, can't we? I mean, we do have a key selected. Park fence doesn't feel quite... Oh, there we go. Farm fence. I don't know why we try and zone in there in the houses, and also that one doesn't seem to have prevented the zoning. That's interesting. Park fence did that. Park fence prevented it from... took off the zoning behind it. Well, that is interesting. Very interesting. We do have a park fence down here. And that's because we've got a path. And that path goes past the quite dangerous train line But there are people using it, which I'm very pleased to see, even though it's one massive long path and it doesn't really have a cut through. I think we should put I think we should put a cut through in here somewhere, shouldn't we? What's that? Is that actually a thingamy building? That's just a normal commercial thing. So let's pause. Doze with the bull. Grab a path. Stick that path there. Now, I remember in a previous episode I had some trouble with some fence stuff, but then I didn't think to myself, you know what, I do have a wonderful mod called Move It, where I could just, so I don't really care what the snapping point is. Ha! You people, oh, you can come back. I mean, it's going to rezone. It's going to rezone shortly. Oh, my residential demand has just shot back up. Why? Why must you shoot back up? I'm not complaining, it's just, you know, I don't really, you know, the urban sprawl is not my primary focus. I kind of want to build some industries. Oh, don't worry, I'll wait. That's fine, that's fine. But also, with the urban sprawl, there is a very definite demand, or a very definite need for large plots. I'm doing this 4x4 because you may or may not know that I have this massive plan about when you're driving out over the city. As you're driving over the city, you should basically just see this huge nothing but houses all the way through, and they should be all up in your face. Okay, now I haven't put a tram out yet because I haven't zoned in that area, and also these areas somewhat are going to be a bit smaller. So let's do another set of roads coming out from here. Now I have gone for the tree-lined roads now. If you watched episode I said I wanted just grass roads because I didn't want too much of obstructing the view of the sea. Although then I put a large row of commercial buildings down there. The exquisite irony is not lost on me. But we're gonna... Oh, yes, and then we're gonna remember. But this section isn't watered. This needs pipes. Pipes are required. And we want the pipes that are going under the roads. Otherwise people will complain. I did find... So there is a little gap in all of these. But actually there's no buildings there, so they're all watered. Even though they're not quite getting all of the water. I found that quite poetic. You know, poetic's a strong word, isn't it? It's not really poetic. Now I'm in the precarious position. At this stage I've got a wider road. It's, as well. That's going to be 3 wide. So 3 wide there. Right, now in the other areas, you know, this is you see, this is the grid part. So this is why they're going out 4 at a time, 4x4 at a time. When I get into like the river town and the village, they are all just going to be just flood fill. Oh, and around here I had to put. I've just recalled episode 7 I'd redone, and in episode 7 I'd basically put some smaller, cheaper housing around here. Joy to the world, this guy will help. Okay. There we go. Encroaching pillars? Yeah. I think we can get away with that. I mean, that's kind of blocked the... to hell with it. Let's have some... let's leave them to fester over. Let's let them think about what they've done. See, they were complaining. They would have complained about that. Somebody would have complained about that. And so now we've said, alright, have a path instead. Have a path instead. Now you can get from one end of that to the other, and you just don't have any houses living there. That's fine. Not a problem for me. I don't care. Does this cause noise? Does this cause noise? Yes, it does. So this should be off somewhere else. And We're going to find out how big the we're going to do some grids. We're going to continue with the grids, and we're going to see how much griddage. Sounds like a Harry Potter game. Let's not fuss around with too much differing road lengths, because then that's going to make all sorts of discomfort with regards to, you know, some houses I'm going to be able to put a grid of 4, and some it's going to be a 3, and then back to a 3.5, and all sorts of chaos. Chaos will ensue, I tell you. That's an encroachy one. Nothing to say that they can't be parks. So we can have just the one in the middle, and then I could make this. A little park. Ooh, yeah, I've got an area already. Because that's my urban sprawl. But, you know, let's not call it that. Now, I am going to want an area, because I guess I should do some policies around here at some point. So some policies for this area. Certainly, we can ban heavy goods. Heavy goods vehicles we do not want in this district. Because, frankly, policies... that would just be terrible. City planning will encourage small businesses. Industrial zones. No, we don't. We don't want high rises. We don't want heavy traffic. We want to encourage biking. NIMBY, no loud noises in the night. Yeah. Old Town, only residents and businesses can use the area for motor vehicles. Ban other motor traffic. Yeah, don't know about that. All industrial workflow. Well, I think that's tax relief for low density residential. There we go. Tax for low density commercial. Let go of leisure specialised areas. Stop generating tax, but a hefty boost in their entertainment. Yeah. Tax raise for... No, we don't need anything else. So, that's great. Urban sprawl is now preparing itself to be a small place of joy. That's a wobbly park, isn't it? But it's fine. It's fine. Now, city park again? We have done some city parks. What's in the amusement park? Now we've got lots of stuff in the amusement park as well. Now, definitely not a zoo. Definitely not a nature reserve. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a city park again. Mainly because it's quite small. It's quite compact in the space. The zoo, I don't want the zoo right under the motorway. Who would want the zoo right under the motorway? An amusement park, that sounds a bit more touristy, leisurey. So I don't think so. Let's get rid of that. Let's put small park main gate there, and then side gates. Side gates all up in your face. Let's have them everywhere a road would have been. And then on the opposite side, round about there. Round about there. Round about there, and around about there. Why is that? I didn't realise gates required power. That is bizarre. Well, worry ye not, folks. Power will be coming. You weirdos. Hey? Hey? Well, that wasn't right, was it? There you go. That's all I wanted. You strange thing. Let's put some in there as well. Paths. And obviously it's a park, so it's going to need some stuff. If nothing else, just to make sure that it's got power. So let's give it a park plaza. I think there. Now that might join our power if we're lucky. Yeah, look at that. So that's one gate done. And then for our park, we've got... no, not there. There. Park cafe. Everybody loves a bit of park cafe. Hopefully that will join our electricity a bit more. Yeah, look, there we go. So it's just these guys now. So the park cafe is powered. Loving it. Loving it. Loving it. Restrooms next. Everybody needs a restroom. That's nice and spread out. Then we've got an information booth. Information booth feels like it should be by the main entrance, but yeah. We'll go crazy. We'll put it over here. In the shade of the highway. Chessboard. Chessboard can go there. And then gazebos. Gazeboys. Anything else? Oh, climbing frame. Climbing frame. Let's bring the kids in. Oh, this needs water. That needs water. Let's put the climbing frame there. And then that's the trampoline park, isn't it? So the trampoline park there. So I believe this is now as fully fledged a park as can be. Let's go with another gazebo just for fun. There. Now, yeah, these are all other bits. Ooh. Let's stick a food stall in. Oh, I've got prop line tool in. Now I've... Why is that not... Yeah, I just want the one food stall. There you go. They can go there. And then this one. Near the Gazzy Boy. And then... this is the ice cream truck. This is the ice cream truck I used to make sure that I had coverage on heights. So, two of those ice cream trucks. One almost completely on top of the other one. It's not... Oh, that's because I haven't put prop anarchy on. But one of those on top of the other one, and then that's as high as you need to get. Hedges. Ooh, I could put hedges in. No, I think I'm going to go for the fence. I think I'm going to go for the fence because it's... Otherwise, it will just take too long. Whereas the park fence there, you just click that. Click it to there. Then it's fine. It's fine. Everybody's happy. Everybody's happy. They know where everything's going. That's not quite lined up, but they won't mind. I could always move it later. Yeah. Ooh, come on. Don't want any people getting in around the gate. Not that they do necessarily, but, you know, just feels a bit opportunistic and tricksy. Trixie is the word of the day. There, you guys can look at the fence. And you can pretend that you're allowed in. And you are allowed in, provided you pay. Obviously, I'd make the park free. But then I would be laughing in the face of the game mechanics. And why? What self-respecting gamer would do that? Eh? That's what I ask you. No self-respecting gamer would do that. That would be a travesty. Ooh. He didn't have any roads to go under. Luckily, I did pop one out. That sounds rude. I did pop one road across there. Now, is that? Yeah, you are. You're watered. So we've got that. The only gaps there, luckily, or skillfully, no building was placed there. I mean, we could create a loop there just to make some people happy. But we don't need to. So there we go. Still got epic residential demand. I'm almost upset with this. Not as upset as I am that there's some foliage that escaped the desecration. Where did you guys survive the cull? There was a cull. You should be out. Okay, so now a 4 before there, and a 4 before there, and a 4 before there, and one there, and that's going to give us some guidance on how big to make our blocks and where to put our next set of roads. Because we don't necessarily have to use what's there already. We can now define a different set of block structure. We have that in our gift because we are going somewhere else. And I shouldn't have done that. There we go. These blocks seem to be doing okay. Now, there aren't any pathways here, though. No footpaths. This concerns me. This concerns me a great deal. Because I do want space for footpaths. So, I think we'll go back to the old 7. So that we've got space for footpaths in between. But otherwise, I think we will be talking about roads. Uncomfortable noises. That's going to cause a problem for me. Because, is it? Ah, it's going to cause a problem for me there. Why is it going to... Ah, it's because this was in the middle of a grid. That is why. Alrighty then. Okay. It's not a disaster. Not a disaster. You guys will be unhappy, but let's stop you doing that on a regular basis. So this is going to... I'm going to conform. I'm going to conform. Damn me. And I am going to D-zone that area. So as I've D-zoned it, we may now recommence with the zonage. Okay, so if we have got... Oh, yeah, no. If we've got that... Now, if we... no, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a 4 and a 4. I've got room for another 4. So I'm going to stick Le Commercial there. Just to make sure that they've got some provisions. And then tackle the paths. And, oh, damn you guidelines. That is going to be the final thing that we do today. Of course, that's a 7. Why is that a 7? Why is that a 7? It's because I've gone from that width. Oh, you little scamps! Oh, you little scamps! Did I say that was going to be the last thing we did today? No, we're going to cause all sorts of horrific chaos. Death to the houses, death to the houses. Now, we're going to have a 4. We like our 4s. That's going to be there. I suspect that that's going to be quite uncomfortable for the game. I don't think the game's going to handle me trying to put a node right next to it. No. So, I'm going to have an 8 there. Now, what that means is that means that I've got a 4, a 4, and then technically a 4 to then continue. Okay, so we've got 6, a 6, an 8, and then a squidgy mess. And then some commercial down there like that. And then the paths up the middle again. I want to promise this will be the last time, but I might be wrong. And there, if we can, you see the sort of residential demand is down to kind of half mast of where it was, but it's still high. It's still high, and I've just got a little bit of industrial demand coming out now. Good, because I do want to get some industry going. I'm going to start off with the ore industry. I am going to need to get power up there. But we're going to do that next time. Now that those houses have started building, or those plots have started building, just waiting for that one, and then I can put some stuff there. So that is it. That is us. Hopefully, if I cut out some and some oohs, we will have a 30-minute episode. Thank you for watching. This was Wednesday. Come back on Friday for episode 9, where I think we will make a start. As we've got a tiny little bit of industrial demand, we're going to link up to this area, and we are going to make a tiny ore industry, where we have the ore. Yes, we do. Lovely. Okay, so join us on Friday, where we will be doing some industry, excitingly. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.